In this video, I'll break down an ActiveCampaign case study from one of our own customers using ActiveCampaign through the wildmail reseller program. Plus, I'll show you how they were able to unite their marketing and their sales teams using ActiveCampaign. I'm Jason, growth specialist at wildmail, where we help make ActiveCampaign even better for Europe-based businesses. Let's check it out. So we're here on our website at wildmail.io/customers, where you can find all of our customer stories. But we're going to go over one in particular because I think it highlights the power of ActiveCampaign to remove the silos between your teams. And in this case, we'll be talking about using the deals feature specifically to align the marketing and sales teams, but it also breaks down the walls between your account managers or support as well. So in this case, we've got one of our customers. This was founded by Miguel Navarro, and basically they are an info product company. They're selling courses. They have everything from simple courses up to complete support for productivity, helping people improve daily productivity. And so just a quick bit of background. Miguel, he had studied productivity as well as entrepreneurship. And eventually, probably like many of you watching this video, he wanted to share what he had learned with the world, create an offer around it, and be able to get it into the hands of more people to help them improve their lives. Maybe someone else would be interested. Maybe someone could benefit from his knowledge. And 2 years after its creation, they've helped thousands of people to make the most out of the time that they use and to explore the full reaches of human potential with better habits. So that is basically what the company is working on, helping others do, and they are doing so with primarily with courses and then higher ticket products as well. And so the challenge, like many other customers that have come to us, Miguel found himself doing everything, right? He was the multitasking man, and maybe you feel the same way in your business where, if you are running a one-man or one-woman show, you are responsible for everything pretty much. You have to manage everything, sending out all the emails, marketing, sales. So if you haven't realized it yet, like Miguel realized, if he did not delegate or automate, the company would eventually die. He couldn't continue, doing everything himself. Delegating was a must, but first, he wanted to check out the possibility of using tools that could facilitate the management of certain tasks like marketing, sales, and invoicing. And the two priority functions at the time when you started looking into this were related to email marketing. So he wanted to continue maintaining the communication with his audience, as well as speeding up conversion. He was sending a lot of manual emails. And then second was his CRM to organize the sales process so that he wasn't doing both the marketing and then the sales and then the fulfillment as well. And among all of the tools, he found ActiveCampaign was able to handle both of these in one spot. Okay, so this is where we're starting to unite these two teams, and we're going to get into that now. The solution to this sense of overwhelm that he was feeling, doing too many things at once, was to automate, in a nutshell. And to be able to do that, there are a few core features in ActiveCampaign that he was able to use to save time and maximize their results. And we're going to go over what those features are. And as he said, you take different tools all together, they do their job, but once a company grows and you have ambitious goals, which I'm sure you do if you're watching this video, you need a tool that brings it all together and allows to grow. And that's why he decided to start working with ActiveCampaign. And it really is a tool that will grow with your business. So first off, automating email marketing with ActiveCampaign. The first thing was email marketing. And, he was always known for experimenting a lot, producing, great marketing emails, campaigns. And so first off, he wanted to automate the emails to be sent. Okay. And so they started off quite simply. Every time someone left their information, first name, last name, email, etc., they would get dropped into an automation sequence of emails that would help build the relationship, get them to know, like, and trust his business and himself. And then the services that it would offer eventually came towards the end, and each sequence brought the user closer to purchasing. Okay, and although, as he mentioned at the beginning, they weren't perfect, the automation started to produce results. So we can check this one out here. Okay, so he would send an email that contained a video, adding tags as they go through to mark that they've received it, waiting here with a wait block for 1 day, sending another email with the second video, waiting another day, sending a third email with another video about himself and about his brand. And if we dive into ActiveCampaign, that's the automations feature right here. And so for ourselves, we have a relationship building sequence, taking someone from a trial to customer. Okay, very similar to the sequence that he has, where we're sending out timed emails, again, building the relationship with them and helping them get the most out of the wildmail tool that I'm showing you right now, that we're describing right now for this customer. So this is when someone starts out with us. They'll get sent this automation here. And again, it's pretty simple and straightforward. In order to collect data, we just rebuilt this at the time of this filming. So we'll be able to watch as people go through and then optimize from there. So this first allowed him to relieve himself of the task of constantly manually sending out these emails. He could just have people opt in to a form. You can create that as well here inside ActiveCampaign, going to website, and forms will be the first option that you land on. And we can check out our newsletter sign up, for example. Someone can opt in with their first name and email, nice and simple. Okay, and then from there, they'll get dropped into an automation like this sequence here. So that's how he was able to take that off of his plate. And then he moved on to using ActiveCampaign CRM to merge sales and marketing. Okay, so the next task was a bit more complex, and that was, how can a company get sales and marketing aligned and working using the same information? Typically, you have the issue of sales saying, you're not sending us qualified leads, and marketing is asking sales, why aren't you closing the leads that we're sending you? They're great. And in this case, using ActiveCampaign, you can unite both teams and have them share the same information using the deals feature. Okay, so a team member was able to map the entire company's business cycle, defining each of the stages before a user ends up buying. And if you think about it for your business, you can probably map this out as well for yourself. So just think about each stage that someone goes through. And this is the example. Before buying a pair of shoes, the user first looks for some examples online. They go through the research phase. Then he tries to compare them with competing ones. That's the comparison phase. All products and services do have it. It differs based on whatever the offer is. But in his case, they were not an exception. And this is what she came up with. So you can see each of these are the different stages of the pipeline. And I'll just explain what each one is. It's in Spanish, but interested in a certain product to contact. This is interested in that product with the second contact. This is the students of that product, students to contact, and students awaiting follow-up. Okay, after the initial course, they had upsells from there. And the whole purpose was to keep the sales and marketing department on top of each other's situations. Okay, the marketing team was focusing on getting users to the initial stages in discovery and consideration, and then the sales team was focusing on capitalizing those users into sales. Okay, and thanks to that, the version that they have right now with more than 600 students is working great, and the whole team is super well communicated. Everyone knows the people and clients that they're targeting, and it gives us tremendous information about what's going on. How we were able to help them was by helping them map out everything that they needed to do to automate stages within their deal CRM. So let's go into ActiveCampaign. We'll go to the deal CRM here. You can see our pipeline here, conversation, call completed. We have other pipelines up here at the top, and you can just click and drag and mark the deal as won, mark it as lost. Okay, each of these deals contains information for a contact, a specific instance of a contact that has now become a more qualified lead. They've taken a specific action that we've defined internally, and so they get a deal added, and this separates them from the rest of the contacts in our full CRM.